imagine how good that would be?
Back towards goal, hits the post, but tapped in, and there's Sam Bell.
Neesmith leads in corner, that'll do it.
And he make an impact right away. He'll try. Oh, yes! Tommy Cromwell's only gone and done it again.
Well, a very warm welcome to Ashton Gate for this FA Youth Cup quarter-final fixture. It is the Robins versus the Robins, as Swindon Town travel 40 miles along the M4 from Wiltshire to the home of Bristol City for a chance to be in the final four of this season's campaign. These two sides have had different Youth Cup journeys up to this point. The hosts entered in the third round, and this will be their fourth consecutive home game in this competition tonight. The previous results have seen victories over Stoke City, Charlton Athletic and Burnley. Swindon, on the other hand, have had to face 5 different opponents after entering in the first round, including an away trip to local derby Aldershot. Bristol City have not conceded a single goal in the FA Youth Cup either, while scoring 7 in 3 rounds. The visitors have only conceded 1 goal in the first 5 rounds, yet netting 12 times, including 5 against Swindon Town in the second round. Tonight is the last quarter-final matchup, and we'll set up a tantalising semi-final in store for one of these sides, as the winner will travel north to take on Manchester City after they defeated Tottenham 2-1. The Citizens had already knocked out the current FA Youth Cup holders West Ham prior. The other semi-final will see another North versus South clash, with Leeds hosting Millwall. I'm your lead commentator, Alex Lane-Kiltzker, alongside Ali Hines. Ali, what's a great occasion for these young lads to play here at Ashton Gate for this quarter-final?
Great to have the home tie as well, and we're really looking forward to tonight.
Yeah, absolutely, and you know, some of these players as well. We've got some real young talent. I mean, Ephraim Yeboah is obviously a player who a lot of people have their eyes on. He's a player who's gone on loan to Bath as well. It's amazing that he's able to play here tonight. He'll be a bit of a standout player being the lone forward, won't he?
Yeah, I think obviously the fans know Ephraim really well. It'd be great to see him playing in his own age group, but it is a team game tonight, and you will see a real strong squad. This is a really good group. It has been coming through the academy over the years, and it only shows what they do in the league, but also in this Youth Cup competition.
It's also amazing to see the amount of fans here tonight as well in Ashton Gate, isn't it? Like, we can hear them earlier.
No, it's great, and hopefully, you know, we can hear the City fans singing and enjoying the evening as well.
Yeah, we see a few of them there on the screens, getting very excited. It's actually just 2 minutes until kickoff now as well. I'm sure the team's just waiting in the tunnel, ready to come out. Can you imagine that this game? Obviously, it can go one way or the other for some players, can't it? Either the nerves can build up and they can really take hold of them on the field, or some of them take it in their stride and we're full of confidence. Do you expect these players to be one way or the other? I think
it's probably only talk for our squad at the moment. I think they've been exposed to these occasions quite often, playing in the 21s at Ashton Gate. A lot of them have stepped up and played in it. Some of them have been involved with the first team as well, so that exposure. So I think for us tonight, we've got the edge of experience. Hopefully we can manage those anxiety levels and just let the ball do the work tonight and enjoy the game.
And Joe Duncan as well between the sticks here tonight. Obviously it's also a compliment to the other defenders playing here, but 3 games so far, 3 clean sheets in the FA Youth Cup. That's brilliant.
Let's not curse it. No, it is brilliant. We need to keep that going. Obviously it's the work done by the defenders and the midfield, but also, you know, Joe is a fantastic goalkeeper. His distribution is one of his strong points, but he can make big saves at the right moment.
Well, the players are now coming onto the pitch to a massive ovation from the crowd here in the Lansdowne stand. We're just taking a moment to soak it all in. Absolutely incredible atmosphere here at Ashton Gate tonight. And as we said as well, a potential upset could be on the cards here tonight at Ashton Gate, as the visitors who are coming from the Youth Alliance League come to pay a visit to a side in the Professional Development League. And also Swindon, they're no strangers to giant killing this season, as they knocked out the record holders Manchester United 2-0 in the 4th round.
No, they've been impressive, really impressive. I think they've just lost the league recently to Plymouth, but like you said, Swindon are coming into this on a good form, and obviously they've had some giant killings in the first couple of rounds.
Well, let's go through the lineups for tonight then. Swindon Town lineup as followed. In goal, number 1, Redmond Evans, 2, Joel McGregor, 3, Harry Chard, 4, Alistair Stewart, 5, Harley Hunt, 6, in fact it's actually 5, Sonny Hart, 6, Harley Hunt, 7, Hubbard, number 8, Jackson Brown, number 9, Botten Amin, 10 Josh Keys, and 11 George Alston. And then on the bench we have McCormick, number 12, 14 Bridgeford Stanley, 15 Adams, 16 Abodo, 17 Gonzalez, 18 Coles, and 19 Hutt. We can see that they most likely lining up in a 4-3-3, as are Bristol City here tonight, as they line up as follows. In goal, number 1, Joe Duncan. The right back, 2, Joseph James. Number 3, Tane Anderson is the left back. Number 2 in the centre, 6, Archie Taylor. And 5, Josh Campbell-Slowey. In the midfield, we have number 4, Callum Hewlett, who's captain tonight. Number 8, Jed Mearholes. And then 7, Billy Phillips playing the number 10 role. And then the front 3 on the right-hand side, we have Nelson, and then 11, Elijah Morrison, and 9, Ephraim Yeboah as well. On the bench, Witchard, Filer, Davis, Back, Kazvosvi, Griffin, and Foxwell. We just see the crowd in large numbers, has to be said. And the Swindon players getting a huge ovation from what seems to be pretty much the entirety of the left side of the stand, Ali.
Yeah, looks like it. They've come in good numbers tonight, so hopefully we hear our Red Army shouting later tonight.
Yeah, you can hear them loud and proud. They're boys who could make history by reaching the semi-finals for only the second time in their history here as well. Bristol City as well will be looking to try and get another semi-final in the FA Youth Cup. Incredible noise in the stadium here. They're just looking upon the players. There's going to be some key players here tonight. It could be a very defensive game, couldn't it, Ali?
It could be, but I think with our lineup, we've got real quality on the ball. We've got a lot of pace in the team as well.
And we are underway here. FA Youth Cup quarter-final, Bristol City and Swindon Town here at Ashton Gate. And this could be a very momentous occasion. Neither side will want to give up anything too early, will they?
No, like you said, you might manage yourself into the game, gain some territory early doors, or you get on the ball and move it quickly. So, you know, Mickey and Trevor have done a great job with this group and worked really hard. And as long as they stick to the process, I'm sure they'll be fine tonight.
Well, Joseph James, who did actually make his senior debut against Ipswich, has a sub. He even played 73 minutes against Cardiff earlier on this season as well. He'll be a key figure. Yeboah has to stay strong there. And does well to try and turn away from the defender Hart. He'll be certainly a dangerous player here tonight. You'd imagine Bristol City will have a lot of possession to start off with. Take a shot from range and it goes just wide that time. Good opportunity for Bristol City to take an early lead that time. It was through Tane Anderson. Yeah,
good play by Ephraim down the right-hand side, just hustling, trying to create a mistake, force a pass, and then Billy just irons it out nice and tidy. I think Josh Campbell just backs up with a nice little pass into Tane and a decent strike. Shame not to hit the target, but good start.
Tane Anderson, so I can imagine he's the sort of player who does like to come inside and take a few shots if he gets the opportunity.
Yeah, no, Tane's a very good footballer, but he's a real aggressive fullback as well. He's got a real edge in his game, which is good, which he needs, but he's really good on the ball.
Just taking a look at the coaches on the sideline. Be looking to make some history here tonight as well. Hoping for a trip up to Manchester in the semi-final. You can see that Swindon not quite up in numbers at the moment. Good bit of skill that time by Hubbard to try and bring inside. Well defended by Hewlett that time. Swindon happy to push up, try and dispossess from the early doors there. It's now with Morris on the left-hand side. Sent a cross in towards Yeboah, cleared away first time. It will be the first corner of the night, and it will go in City's favour.
Yeah, it's a lovely pass by Josh Campbell-Slowey, playing in behind Elijah Morrison. Obviously, he's got pace and abundance. So that was a really good ball. Decent cross. Now it's good to get a good first set play against Swindon.
And what does tend to be the strategy from set pieces, Ali, for Bristol City youth?
Without giving them away, to do work on them. So there is some routines that we try and do. Ideally, we're looking to score off first contact. If not, can we build our way into the box? But we look at how they set up as well, the opposition. They leave space for us to go and attack.
Right, and it comes to the near post. Good opportunity to take the lead there that time. It's with Nelson. Sent a deep crossover, not able to be kept in. Will be a throw in to Swindon, but Bristol City getting further forward than the other Robins here tonight.
Yeah, it's been a really good start. We just need to keep that momentum going, keep them pinned in, stay switched on, doing our jobs is really, really key.
Now Bristol City, once again, just that high line we seem to be playing, wanting to put the early pressure on the Swindon defence.
Yeah, definitely. We're trying to compact the play, make sure there's no space for Swindon. If they do get a hold of the ball, there's nowhere they can play. And we're aggressive in our front foot defending throughout the team.
Just quieting down slightly in the stadium now. Certainly will be a bit of a cagey affair, I imagine, especially for the away fans. Certainly brought plenty of numbers, a rumoured 600 here tonight from who've travelled all the way across the M4. Yeboah does well to stay strong on the edge of the box now, 18 yards out. Well defended, that time by Stewart, playing that holding role for Swindon. Certainly see a bit of edginess from the defenders as they finally get it away there, Swindon. Now it's with Alston, tries to send the ball down that left-hand side, up towards Keys. But now back in the safe feet of Joe Duncan. As we said as well, Ali, sometimes with these kind of games, a lot of these are homegrown players for both sides. It's certainly a game where it becomes a bit more personal for these players sometimes. Yeah,
I'm pretty sure they've come across each other before, definitely playing against each other. Some of them probably played in the same team or the same club at some time, so it is an individual battle, and you want to do better than your mate, of course you do. So yeah, it should be a good challenge.
There's a lot of 50-50s early doors in this game. After the first 5 minutes, still 0-0 though. Neither side wanting to give anything up. As Anderson will look to take this throw just in front of the touchline. As we can see Sean Wood there in the technical area for the visitors. As you said earlier on, he considers themselves the underdogs here tonight. Would you agree with that, Ali?
Someone has to play it down, I suppose, but no, it's, we have to get used to it. I think for us being the favourites at times, and we have to relish that, that challenge and that test of being the best. So we have to maintain it.
Well defended once again by the hosts, who are looking to play forward down the wings as well. They get the opportunity to, with James that time. As I mentioned, James who's had some senior appearances so far. He seems someone who has quite a cool head, quite mature for his age. Yeah,
JJ done ever so well. He made his debut against Cardiff, I believe. So, the scoreline wasn't what we wanted as a club, but it was good to see him out there playing. And he's fitted in well in the 21s football. He's trained with the first team regularly, so it's good to see him today against his own age, and hopefully has a real positive performance.
Morrison, who scored 2 goals in the last FA Youth Cup game for City, trying to work his way into the box once again. They did find Phillips, who was brought down. Referee does say no on that occasion. It goes all the way back to Duncan once again. What do you think, Ali? Would that have been a soft decision?
I think so, maybe, yeah.
Is toughness something that has to be trained up for some of these young players as well, who aren't quite used to the physicality?
Yeah, at times. So listen, we're competitive in training. Everyone wears shin pads, and we make sure we have a competitive edge. But the boys will go out on loan to get that exposure as well as playing men's football. So they do get that exposure early doors. But yeah, we have to be tough. We have to be resilient. We have to be aggressive at times. So as we saw with our first team the other night at Ipswich, I thought it was a real good fighting performance. I know the result didn't get the result, but we were aggressive.
And Yeboah, who is penalised that time, it was a slight tug on the shoulder there, as we could see. Wanted to get himself forward. Did score in his debut for Bath City, who was on loan to just a couple of weeks ago.
I think in the conference side, I wouldn't be a foul, to be fair.
Well, will be Redmond Evans, who's in goal once again. He has 4 clean sheets out of the 5 in the Youth Cup so far. Only conceded 1 goal in the entire competition as well. There's 2 very strong goalkeepers this season in this game. Well defended once again by the City defence. And now Morrison, who likes to cut in if he has the opportunity to. But he's very strong on that left foot. Sends that cross in up towards Yeboah. Now it's a first time shot from Phillips. Goes just wide of the post. Good opportunity for City to take the lead there, Ali.
No, really good. You're seeing Elijah down the side. It's really calm play by Archie Taylor. Lovely pass. That's what Elijah's got, can do this all day long. Puts across in the box, Efron affects it. Then not a bad strike, to be fair. Positive sign again.
Is 4-3-3 the standard formation for the academy?
Sometimes we do follow the first team, but we do expose them with different formations at times for their development.
And once again, City seeming to win every first header tonight. On paper, you would expect Bristol City to certainly have the upper hand in this game. Here's going to be a bit of stoppage for a head injury. Well, early doors, Ali, it certainly feels like it's going in the host's favour so far.
Yeah, definitely. I think we've had two sights at goal. Elijah Morrison looks a threat down the left-hand side. Really haven't troubled us Swindon at all at the moment, but it's still a long way to go.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting as well for these Swindon players who are coming to play in front of a 4-figure plus crowd. Dreams of a trip up north of a semi-final.
Yeah, definitely. It's an exciting draw, really is.
Where one of these sides will play away at Manchester City. The other semi-final being Leeds versus Millwall, which is, well, it's a fun one, isn't it?
It is, yeah. No, I think, I can't remember who Millwall beat now, but they beat a Cat 1 team. So I think it was Chelsea in the last quarter-final. So no, the Cat 2, and this is a Cat 3, obviously Swindon. So it's interesting to get this far with these squads, really, which is great.
And the under-18s having a lot of success in the league this season as well.
Yeah, they are. They're flying, absolutely flying. So the top of the league. They've done ever so well, like we said.
Well, fans not very happy about that decision. This from the away fans. Will be a free kick and a good opportunity for Anderson to potentially send it into the box. Almost 10 minutes gone. Still 0-0 between Bristol City under-18s and Swindon Town under-18s. FA Youth Cup quarter-final. Sent over top towards Morrison, and a bit too wayward that time, a bit too direct perhaps.
Yeah, it might just be worth getting a little pass in before we play. See if we can stay on the ball a little bit more.
Just looking as well, Swindon in their last FA Youth Cup game actually scored both of their goals against Sunderland in the first 6 minutes. It says a lot about being quick starters, but tonight they certainly haven't been able to get going.
No, definitely not. Hopefully it stays the same way.
But now they might. Through Hubbard, who tries to send a crossing, cleared away. Now Phillips can try and bring it away, not able to do so though. Hubbard. Edge of box, may try and take a shot. It's a heavy touch. Once again, well defended, but first sign of Hubbard getting involved in the game there.
Yeah, good. I think Billy just gives it away a little bit, has too many touches, just needs to move it quickly, take it away from the pressure, take it out of the danger zone, really. But no, good intricate play by Swindon.
And talking about the amount of goals, they've only been able to score one in the second half, so it feels like if City can get into half-time without conceding, that could be their key to victory. At the moment, defending very well. Very erratic in that midfield at the moment. See both Yeboah and Nelson trying to chase that one down.
Yeah.
Good one by Evans. First time, once again, Bristol City winning the first header, which seems to be the storyline of today. Yeah,
Archie Taylor again, he's a real good dominant centre-back in there. And he'll stick his head on anything. 70-30s in the opposition's favour, 50-50s, he does well. Really competes really well with them.
Will be a good opportunity for Swindon, again, as mentioned before, trying to make it to the semi-final for the second time in their history. The only other time they had done, they lost to Manchester United in the final. George Best was involved in that Manchester United squad, both of those two legs as well.
Wow.
There's a lot of history in this competition, isn't there, Alan?
There are, yeah, there are, definitely. You look at some of the teams that have won it and the players that have been involved in it. It is a fantastic occasion. And it's so important that the boys embrace it and they'll remember it for the rest of their lives. They really will.
And we'll have a new winner this year. Both the winners, West Ham, and the runners-up, Arsenal, out of the competition. Both these sides would love to get their hands on that trophy, I'm sure. Once again, we're just seeing it is quite erratic in that midfield at the moment. All the sides are trying to chase for the ball.
Yeah, it's tight. There's a lot of bodies and numbers in the midfield, so we've got to make sure we're clean. When it goes in, it goes out. You know, we run in behind, we run them away. So, yeah, we've got to keep moving it. Don't be afraid to take the ball under severe pressure. That's what we teach the lads as well. have to handle the ball, have to want the ball. But it is compacting at the moment.
But now trying to find the space through the left-hand side. Very mature from Anderson there to go back to the goalkeeper as well. That's what we'd like to see from the under-18s, that maturity. It's a brilliant header by James as well to find Phillips. Back to James. It's a heavy cross in. Does find Morrison though. Want to bring it onto his left foot. He does so inside the box now. Tries to send a cross in. It's another corner for City. And well, Morrison, he's just got that bit about him, hasn't he?
Yeah, no, he has, and that's why, you know, he's been recently called up into an England training camp, which is fantastic news for him, his family, which is brilliant. So, you know, he's a talented player, and we're super pleased to have him here at the club. As
mentioned, he scored for 2 goals in the last round against Burnley as well. Two very similar goals, but both just perfect finishes.
Yeah, no, they are good. He's working on it as well. You see him doing it in training all the time, so something he works on. But even then, the goal kick from Joe Duncan, excellent.
It's a deep corner this time to James at the back post, heads it back across. It may fall for a player for City to take a shot on goal. Not able to find it that time. Anderson heads it forward. Now Swindon trying to find a way out of their own half, not able to do so though. Anderson once again the first on the ball. Tries to bring it inside to Yeboah. There's a heavy touch, calls for handball there against Taylor, but I think that would have been a quite harsh decision had the referee given that.
I think so. The wind might have held it up a little bit there, but...
And now Yeboah could be through on goal here, one-on-one against the goalkeeper, tries to take it around, still on the ball, at the byline, well defended that time, perfect position from Hunt. But once again, Bristol City knocking on the door.
Yeah, really good. It's another forward pass. Like I see Efran here, maybe could he have took it first time? As the keeper's coming out, he's unlucky, he's tried finding a teammate, but again, positive signs.
Has to be said as well, Evans did incredibly well to put a slide challenge in. You don't always see that from goalkeepers.
No, it's a decent block, to be fair to him.
Another opportunity for City to find a way into the box. We can really hear that wind through the stadium as well. Cross does go in. Can't quite find anyone though, cleared away. And James, who's probably had more touch on the ball than anyone else, wins another throw in. And they feel like a team, City as well, who like to play with the ball on the ground. And I imagine, especially with how the wind is, there's a bit of crosswind, I think, actually in the air, and I think that's going to cause a few issues here tonight. Yeah, definitely. So, you know, is it holding up? Is it carrying through? So you've got to play the environment. And Anderson, and look like the Swindon player's gone down, holding his groin there. Quickly back up to his feet. Yeah. And it's Hubbard who's limping, just holding on to the right side of his groin. Did look like he got a bit mismatched between his feet there as the ball was coming down. Yeah, he possibly slipped over, but I hope he's okay. Seems to be moving a bit better now. Once again, Sean Wood, very vocal on the sideline. He said that they have worked hard this week, considering they lost their first game of Phase 2 of the league. 4-1 that day, or 4-0 should I say. And Morrison, he's actually cleared the ball as a crossfield ball, and it has ended up finding that time with here we go. Nelson. Now Hewlett will try and take a shot from range. And it will be another corner. Positive from Ray, obviously Ray Nelson coming in there. Trying to get a shot off, which is good. Decent block, to be fair. And it feels like everything that Elijah Morrison does seems to turn to gold there. It felt like it was a bit of a wayward ball, but ended up finding the player perfectly. Will be Anderson once again to take this one, 18 years old. One of the older players in the team. Here comes to the back post, good opportunity for, I believe it was Archie Taylor once again, getting up high, well defended. It's great delivery by Tane Anderson, very good. Whip, it's got pace on it. Defender does well, to be fair. Yeah, strong header away. As you can see, Swindon a part zone or part mark, so there are spaces to run through the gaps. In comes another deep corner. James. Can't quite find anyone. Long range effort that time. Yeah. By Morrison again. It's worked quite well. Playing the ball out the back with the corners.
seems like JJ heads it back across on the second phase, hope to score.
Once again, City certainly been on top in this game so far. What does Swindon need to do, Ali, to really start getting forward, push Bristol City back a little bit?
Maybe possibly stay on the ball, have a threat in behind at times, because we have got a high line, but also look after the ball a bit better at times. But again, it's still 0-0, so they're still in the game.
And we can see where the difference is there again. This time with Nelson, who, even though he was about 10 yards behind the defender, almost reached the ball before the defender got it away.
The front three we have here, we're very fortunate. They've got pace all across the line there, so, and their willingness to keep going and keep running is incredible.
Yeboah wins a free kick in a very dangerous position for the Robins. The host Robins, should I say. Robins versus Robins here tonight. FA Youth Cup quarter-final at Ashton Gate. Well, between the front three, Ali, if they had a 100-metre race, who would you expect to win?
Couldn't tell you, to be honest with you. I wouldn't be able to tell you, but they're quick. They are quick. They'd probably all tell you they'd all win, knowing the three of them. But a great opportunity here to get this delivery right with Josh Campbell coming up, Archie Taylor.
And also some decent players on the bench as well, but Bristol City may need to use them in the second half. It comes from Anderson, goes straight for goal, just over the bar. You could see he was always going for goal on that opportunity.
I don't mind it. I think the angle's in his favour. And like I said, Tainer's got a lovely left foot on him. But no, it's not far off. Not far off at all.
Keeper was caught out a bit wrong-footed there as well. Wasn't expecting it from Anderson. Once again, the maturity coming through there, and the confidence as well to take that one on. Yeah, definitely. You know, Tainer's a very good fullback, like we said earlier, but he's a wonderful technician as well. Swindon trying to find a way through. That might be the only way, just some of these long balls. Hope the wind goes in their favour. Didn't work that time, goes up for a goal kick. Watching plenty of the players on the sideline just warming up as well.
Yeah, Brandon Back's doing his warm-up, which is good. He's a goal machine, so if you get a chance tonight, he'll score. We've got a good squad of players there today, ready to come on and impact the game.
Another crossfield ball dealt with. Or Swindon could bring it over the halfway line as they do so. Time for McGregor. Looking to find a ball forward, but Bristol City defence not faltering at all here tonight.
No, good pressure. Just squeezing the line up again.
They seem to be working to the game plan perfectly at the moment, don't they, the players?
Yeah, they do. And like I said, Swindon and then force the ball long and we'll pick it up again, and then we're in the final third again, attacking. But can we just have a little bit more quality in front of goal?
Back with Taylor. Up towards the head of Phillips, wasn't able to reach that one. But once again, Bristol City able to hold on to possession. Cleared away that time by Hunt, who's done that a few times here tonight with long balls, although once again Bristol City winning the first header. Very scrappy in that midfield area once again. You can see why City are looking towards the wings more in this game. And Morrison did find him. Looked like he may have just been onside there. Once again cleared away by Evans. And this time it will be offside.
Good. Like you said earlier, the midfield, we need to be a little bit tighter with the ball in there. We need to move it quickly, cleanly. Don't take liberties in there. Keep the ball moving forwards as much as we can.
Anderson once again come over and take this one. Is Anderson the go-to set-piece taker?
Yeah, I think he is. Yeah, Tain's got a superb delivery. Especially for one side, he can real in-swinging quality. I do see him out practicing free kicks.
Does feel like a lot of the energy in this game is certainly coming more on the left-hand side through Morrison at the moment. Yeah, definitely. I think Tain's getting the ball into Elijah early. Elijah's making a massive threat. Again, can we get the ball out to Ray Nelson as well? Have a real effect on the evening.
A super header by Archie Taylor there, distance.
And it's going to be offside against Yeboah that time. I don't think he expected the header to get all the way to him, to be honest.
No, you've got to get back in though. You have got to get back across.
Well, Bristol City, as mentioned earlier, they were runners-up on one occasion. It was 4-1 to Ipswich in 1973.
Wow.
Both sides will be looking to write their own history here tonight. Brown. It's cleared away. Up towards Nelson. Very good chest down by Keys that time, and Swindon have an opportunity to break away. That time through Olsen. Swindon all of a sudden finding a way forward. Hubbard does find Brown. This time he's able to get the ball forward, but it will be a throw into Bristol City. But Swindon starting to get a bit of possession.
Yeah, just a couple of little short passes there, little 1-2s. Gave him a bit of success.
Yeah, most of the night we've been seeing Swindon play these long crossfield balls, haven't we? But on that occasion it worked much better.
Yeah, it seems to be in the final third there that they're willing to make little 1-2s, little round the corners. So for us, we've got to say disciplined midfielders, got to get the right side of their men. The back line have to be nice, tight and aggressive. Make sure there's cover around.
McGregor with the throw, who actually made his senior debut against Exeter this season in the EFL Trophy. Played the full 90 as well. Actually, quite a few of these players here tonight have made their senior appearances this season through the EFL Trophy, which I suppose is certainly something that is very good about League One, League Two, having that competition to allow these young players to get some senior minutes.
Yeah, definitely, you know, and I think it's great to see local, or all clubs, all academies, giving their young players opportunities in squads, in training sessions, and I think it will definitely benefit that.
With Phillips now, some good few touches there. Wayward ball though, finds where Hubbard's able to intercept. Once again, another ball over the top. Had plenty of space there, Hubbard, to run forward with.
Yeah, just a little bit of quality on the pass, a little bit of detail.
The game has certainly feel like it's opened up a bit as Yeboah has been able to bring it down. We'll take it on with the left for the first time strike as he turned towards the goal. He goes way wide that time though, and it will be a goal kick.
Yeah, again, it's Josh Campbell. Forward pass, Ephraim does well, and he just got to be a little bit more composed than that. You could actually play it across to Billy Phillips maybe for a tap-in, but I'm pretty sure any centre forward shooting from that angle.
Actually looked like he was slightly 50-50 as to whether to shoot or cross there.
He's just off balance a little bit snatchy with the ball. Just needs to be calm and composed and balanced. Head still, arm out for balance. All the things we talk about with him.
Once again, another kick that goes wayward and straight out for a throw-in this time for Anderson to come over to take. Well, 26 minutes gone, and the game is... It's not quite got the same energy it had in the first 15 minutes or so.
No. We've just got to manage the momentum shifts. And we've got to stay on top, maybe string a couple more passes together, entice them out, because they do leave space in behind.
I can imagine as well, in this stadium, based on its grandeur, I can imagine that even the pitch alone feels bigger as well for these players.
Yeah, it does. With stands around it and fans in it, it does sometimes. But exactly, we've got that at the training ground, same size pitches.
And once again, Yeboah putting off a defender that time in Harley Hunt. Had to clear it first time. He actually joined at the under-15s level, only been here a few years with Swindon Town. And Phillips, who's grown into the game, and every time he's on the ball, you do feel like he's going to be quite dangerous with it, but now Swindon could break away through that midfield line, run from left to right. A bit more composure from Swindon, perhaps. Does find Hunt, who once again tries to send this long ball, which is rather unnecessary, to be honest, Ali.
Yeah, and I think there's a bit of panic. There is a bit of panic. So, you know, they see the front line press, they see us press, and then they sort of panic at the back with the ball.
Well, if it does stay like this, it's believed they will go to extra time, Ali. So I'm sure the players will love more minutes at Ashton Gate, but I'm sure they'd much rather get the win before the 90.
I hope so, because we were off to Colchester tomorrow at the 21, so we might have to delay the bus. But I'm sure we'll get the job done.
What's the team spirit like on the buses? I don't know. I don't quite know if you've been involved with senior players and the coaches and everything. But with the academy players, what's the atmosphere like on the coaches when you have to travel?
Yeah, I think with the younger ones, you've got to try and calm them down sometimes. But no, with the older boys, very much focused on the game, what we're trying to achieve. And listen, I don't mind them having fun on the way home, as long as it's sensible fun. But you know, you got to enjoy winning sometimes. So yeah, you can have good journeys.
Do you find that younger or older players are harder to deal with after a loss?
I'll probably look at myself first. I find it hard to deal with a loss, to be honest with you. But no, it's something we do talk about, to be honest with you. We want to go out with the idea of trying to win every game and perform in every game. We understand we're not going to win every game, but as long as there's a performance behind it or something we're working on that we see, then we're quite content with that. But we do want a winning culture at this football club. We really do.
Well, and we've seen so far this season, 13 wins out of the possible 20. The 5 losses, though, what were the issues in those games?
Sometimes it might have been after the Lord Mayor's show, where we've played in the Youth Cup on a Tuesday and then we've gone on a Saturday. So sometimes, you know, players do get a little bit, I don't know, they just take the foot off the pedal, and we have to remind them. And I think it's been positive with the losses we've had. We've seen a reaction. We have seen a reaction, and it's part of their learning curve as well. But they seem to bounce back, this group. They really do.
McGregor once again with the throw, as Swindon trying to move in towards City territory, still not able to do so. Good header once again.
Good.
And now an opportunity for Phillips to send in Nelson through on goal. Not able to quite find him though. Really well defended that time by Hart.
Just think Ray didn't need to come in there. He could have kept the width. We could have gone out to him. He's got enticed to come in. Jed's done really well there, but if Ray keeps the width, then we're slipping him in.
That's Josh Keys there. He scored the second goal against Luton in the second half in the FA Youth Cup earlier this season. Won 2-0 in that game. But looking to get a goal here at Ashton Gate as well. Once again, the maturity on the heads of the fullbacks. I do find as well at the younger levels, at the youth levels, the fullbacks always do seem to grow in maturity a bit quicker.
Yeah, yeah, they do. Yeah. You know, they simplify their game. They do it well, and you know, it's like centre-backs and goalkeepers. They make a mistake, it's generally going to end up in a goal. So yeah, fullbacks do mature a little bit earlier.
Well, this time it's a long ball over top from Swindon that could end in something good for them. Well defended that time currently so far by Campbell Slowing. He does really well to keep away from any of the attackers as the pressure is put on from Swindon. Yeah,
Josh done really well there, and Jed's got to be a little bit sharper, check his shoulders earlier, know his next pass.
And Chard has to find a way to hold on to the ball that time against Nelson as well. And now Swindon happily passing it along the back. Here comes another long ball. This time it's going to work. Crossfield to the left-hand side. Well defended once again by James, just holding up his man. That time it was Chard once again, who's seen a few times here tonight, just trying to make those channel runs down the left-hand side. Half an hour gone, still 0-0. FA Youth Cup quarter-final. That was inside box. Good opportunity for a first-time strike. Wasn't taken though. Now back to Hubbard. Brown may just take a shot from range, does so. It's going to go sailing over the bar just about, and it will be a corner for Swindon.
Yeah, probably the best spell of the game for Swindon there.
That was Jackson Brown. Took on the opportunity. It does look like there as well. Josh Keys probably should have taken a strike there, but he got a bit confused with his other player.
Yeah, and then good enough block. The awkward ones, those, you do get the spin on them.
Well, Jackson Brown's featured in 2 EFL Trophy games so far this season, and he also has played 1 minute in the league when he came on away at Accrington.
Yeah, they all matter though.
They all matter, absolutely, especially at this level. Just that little bit of experience can make the difference in these games. Corner from the right-hand side, which will be taken by Keys. In fact, it's going to be let go for Chard to take instead. It should be an in-swinger, you'd imagine, with the left foot. I always prefer in-swingers, especially when it gets a bit windier. Can go against the keeper. Deep one to the back post. Good header away. Another opportunity to send in the cross for a second time. Yeboah's there first. And then Nelson can break away, trying to find Phillips. Back with Nelson. Looks up for Yeboah. And well defended, well cleaned up that time by Hart. And as we said, Swindon growing into the game a bit more now, out of the crowd.
They're starting to take a little bit more risk with the ball.
We expect that to be a City throw, and it will be. Swindon fans very loud and proud, all standing as well in their end.
Yeah.
Well, I wasn't expecting to hear the those sorts of chants. I apologise if you can hear any of the language. But we love to see a bit of passion, even in under 18s game. That's what the players will want as well.
No, it's great. Yeah, good exposure for the lads playing in this.
Cool head by Duncan, just to look for the space. Now on the left. And the ball was sent forward by Morrison, who hasn't quite been in the game the last 15 minutes or so.
You just got to take care. You're not going to score every attack. You're not going to get a box entry of every forward pass. So we might have to stay on the ball a little bit. A few passes, entice the Swindon players onto you, and then you're going behind.
Fatigue could set in quite early in this game as well, couldn't it, Ali? Especially if they've gotten themselves really riled up for this game.
Yeah, but that would all been taken care with the training loading they've done this week, the boys especially. So, yeah, they're fully fit and they'll out-train the game. That's what they're trained to do.
Now Phillips once again latching onto the loose ball. Has Yeboah ahead of him, does use him. Has to hold up the ball though. It's well defended. Good patient containment there from the City players. Now Morrison, left-hand side of the box, could send a cross in. It's a drilled low one in.
There you go.
Comes out for Phillips to take a shot. Doesn't do so. Back onto his right. It's a crowd of players there trying to get the ball away. There was just no space that time for Phillips to take the shot on.
Yeah, Billy is a bit of a wriggler, to be fair. He's good at manipulating the ball, but there I think he's just got to get his shot off or slip someone else in.
And deflects hard that time off of Hewlett, and he'll go out for another goal kick. And, well, much better from City, trying to find the balls forward, get themselves into the box. But as you mentioned, we need to find a few more shots in this game. Yeah,
I think so. And a couple more passes. I think we need to get Ray Nelson on the right-hand side into the game a lot more as well. Everything seems to be down his left-hand side with Elijah and Efran at the moment. Opportunity again for Billy here. Just probably too many touches. Can he find someone on the edge of the box? Cal Hewlett's on the edge of the box. But just seeing those pictures and making the decisions quicker.
You can tell with Swindon, they're trying to do everything they can to make sure they keep the ball away. 4 players around Phillips in that occasion.
Defend well.
Phillips once again trying to get involved. I'm surprised he doesn't get injured more often with the amount of 50-50s he'll happily go in with. As for Swindon fans, very pleased with what they're seeing so far. And there should be a free kick, and it will be. Good opportunity for Swindon to send it into the box this time. It's actually taken quickly instead though, which is rather surprising. Well, that's a fantastic ball to the left-hand side, almost finding the path of Olsen, but he's not able to bring it down.
Yeah, it's a great strike. He's got some good clubs in the bag. To be fair, the goalkeeper for Swindon, he can play.
Well, George Olsen, who actually joined at 8 years old, made his debut against Reading this season in the EFL Trophy. And he actually scored in the first minute in the last round of the FA Youth Cup against Sunderland in that 2-1 victory. As you mentioned, quick starters, Swindon Town. A good opportunity for Hubbard. And that's a lovely ball, that time really well defended by Anderson, and it will go out for a goal kick in fact, but Anderson does incredibly well.
Yeah, did really well. I thought he got a bit square, got caught square and got slipped in behind. He does well to recover. Really splendid ball that time by Hubbard, threaded through the defence. Just needs to open up his shoulders a little bit so you can see the ball and the man. Did well, emergency defending was good. Yeah, to be fair, Swindon did nothing wrong on that occasion. It was just really good defending from Anderson. Brown trying to keep the ball in.
he would have definitely, you'd imagine he'd have planted that into the back of a net had he got the shot off. So a game-saving tackle from Anderson. And it's great to see these young players willing to put their bodies on the line pretty much to make sure they win this game.
Yeah, definitely.
And these are certainly the games to do it as well. Make a name for yourself.
Just think now, there was a massive hole in midfield then to play into midfield to get on the ball. Again, all our players are on the Swindon back line too early. So we can't play into anyone at the moment. Everyone's standing right up on the top line. So we need to find those pockets in between the units so we can play.
May have been a potential foul there actually on Phillips. Referee didn't see it that time though. And that's where goalkeeper's got to be a little bit careful as well. The wind blowing into them as City shooting towards the Attio stand in this first half. Evans happily taking his time with this one. Morrison not quite able to keep that one in. Must be said, almost coming up to half-time now, Ali. It has to be said, Bristol City's certainly been the better of the two sides, but Swindon, we've seen there as well.
Yeah.
Quite dangerous in going forward.
I think they are, yeah. They've got some lively players in the front line, really have. I think we've probably had the best opportunities of this half. It's gone a little bit quiet in the last 10 minutes. So we need to get that momentum back and, you know, affect Swindon again.
Phillips once again on the loose ball. Yeboah will try and chase this one down. Evans can just shepherd it out for another goal kick. And there's something about what we're noticing with City tonight as well. They'll happily play it on the ground, but if they want to send those long balls in, they will as well. They got plenty of tools at their disposal.
Yeah, no, we have, and I think, you know, I don't want to be too critical of them because they're a good team, but we need to probably make a couple more passes before we go in behind. I know we got pace up there, and we can really hurt them, but not all the time because Swindon are dropping off at times. The detail of the pass needs to be better.
Phillips does incredibly well. Brilliant ball to find Morrison if he can keep it in, and he will do. Takes a touch. Sends in a deep cross. It was a good-looking cross initially. Too high for Yeboah to get onto that one.
Yeah.
Be another goal kick. But as you mentioned, Ali, that's what City should be doing.
Yeah, no, exactly. And fair play to Elijah taking on his right foot there to deliver the cross. But there's more care in the pass here, which is better. Nice little chop. And then just the quality of the final ball again. And I think we've seen that for the majority of this half is the final. The final part is the hardest part to do, put the ball in the net, but can we just improve that a certain percentage?
Just listening to the Swindon fans right now who are having an absolute blast here in the city of Bristol tonight. It was FA Youth Cup quarter-final, still 0-0. Wayward ball picked up. Once again given away, this time by City. As we said, plenty of red shirts transition well into defence. And fitness is certainly key in these games. We mentioned earlier about fatigue setting in, but I imagine yourself and the rest of the staff have to get these boys ready for these kind of games where they are going to be doing a lot of running up and down a large field. Yeah, definitely. The sports science guys in the building do a great job of them. Almost finding Hubbard that time. That would have been a great opportunity for Swindon to find a ball into the box, but now Yeboah could be through on goal. Good first touch with the left foot. As Nelson coming in, it's actually Phillips onto his left, takes a shot. 1-0 to City. A brilliant fine finish into the top corner as it shushes the Swindon fans. And just on the brink of half-time, Phillips makes it 1-0 to the hosting Robins, and Swindon have a lot of work to do, Ali. Yeah, no, really good finish, good time as well to score. But no, it was a forward pass again. Good hustle from Efran. Obviously, Billy, a bit of composure in the box. Good finish. Here we go. So I think it's Tane plays forwards. More detail in the pass. It's not over here. It's giving Efran a chance, which is really good. Then Efran squares him up. Unselfish pass. That's what Billy does well.
Billy is a good wriggler, an excellent finish on his left foot.
And when looking back at it as well, it was a perfect finish into that top corner, nestled in there, and the keeper had no chance on that one.
No, excellent. So that was real care in the forward pass. Efran harassing, and then we've got a great finish.
Well, here comes City again, and it should be onside. And this could be two, and it's not quite. Goes wide from Nelson.
Yeah.
And he just didn't seem to look like scoring on that occasion. Didn't quite look up.
Yeah, it's unlucky. I thought he might have been offside. He must have held his run really well. That's the first real shot I think Raekwon's had.
Yeah, I believe it was actually James who was just about keeping him onside on this near right-hand side. Good opportunity for Nelson to have doubled City's advantage right before half-time. But now Swindon will be looking for an equaliser before the 45 is done. Should be a free kick, and it will be a free kick for Swindon. Dangerous position in the 45th minute now. And City will certainly not want to give away an equaliser just so soon after taking the lead.
No. Yeah, hopefully Ray just got to keep the pressure on him there. Don't foul, and he runs into the centre backs. This will be a real test now.
Slight bit of frustration from Nelson that time, potentially because of a missed opportunity.
Possibly, yeah, possibly.
It was Amin who got that ball out wide as well. Botan Amin. Actually joined as a scholar after leaving QPR. He scored 3 goals in 3 FA Youth Cup games, including against Sunderland. And he scored 2 goals against Manchester United. Certainly a player to watch out for here tonight. As we're just about to come up to the 45 being complete. Good opportunity for Swindon to find an equaliser here. 25 yards out. And it comes, it's deep, almost heading towards the top corner once again. And Duncan had to watch it all the way.
Yeah, difficult angle for the goalkeeper there.
Just not quite enough curl on that one. Well, there should be 1 minute of added time here at Ashton Gate. 1-0 to City. James sends it long, headed forward once again by Hunt. Bit of tennis with the headers there as Phillips finds a ball over top, could find Yeboah. Well defended that time by Hart. And there goes the half-time whistle here in the FA Youth Cup quarter-final at Ashton Gate. It's Bristol City 1, Swindon Town 0 after a late goal in the first half from Billy Phillips. Fine finish into the top corner. And Ali, it's one to the good so far.
Yeah, no good. It's good to go in at 1-0 at half-time. Possibly we could have had a couple more. But no, good to be in the lead at half-time.
Well, second half, it's going to be a huge second half. So as we mentioned before, Swindon, since the third round, Swindon have scored only 1 goal in the second half. The other 4 came in the first. They need to show a lot of resiliency here. Yeah,
they're going to have to, they're going to have to come at us a little bit now. They're going to have to open up, which will really help us on the counter attack as well. When they come onto us with our running power in the front line, we'll definitely create some more chances. But yeah, there's still a lot of football to be played.
Well, those were the thoughts of Ali Hines and myself here at Ashton Gate. 1-0 to Bristol City against Swindon Town, FA Youth Cup quarter-final. And we're going to leave you with the highlights from our first half, and we'll be back in a few minutes. to the second half here at Ashton Gate for this FA Youth Cup quarter-final tie between Bristol City and Swindon Town, with the hosts are leading 1-0 thanks to a late goal from Billy Phillips. You're listening to myself, Alex Kiltiger, alongside Ali Hines. Ali, let's talk about the first half once again, shall we? Bristol City, certainly the better of two sides, but Swindon have certainly shown something.
Yeah, definitely. I thought the first 20 minutes we really pinned Swindon in, created some chances, and then there was probably a 10-minute spell where Swindon come alive a little bit around the box, but then obviously we scored the goal in the 42nd minute, which really hopefully sucked the life out of Swindon, and we can continue with that momentum and go and score some more goals this half.
And you expect there to be a few more goals in this game as well. I'd imagine the second half could open up a bit more. I
think so, because Swindon's going to have to come out and attack, so they're going to leave spaces behind, and this team can counter-attack, like we said earlier, with pace. So hopefully we can withstand their pressure, and then we can get a couple of goals on the break.
And of course Swindon will be attacking on the side that their very passionate fans are on as well. Obviously, you know, it's not the 20+ thousand they usually get here at Ashton Gate, but those group of fans could easily make a difference for Swindon here. No,
definitely. It's a good job my two boys are sat up here behind them, giving them some sticks, so they're singing for the City lads. So no, it's great to see. It does make a good atmosphere.
We're about to get back underway for the second half, and it's going to be Bristol City to kick this one off, as they'll be shooting towards the south stand in the second half. Well, it's 1-0 currently. We're about to get back underway, and we certainly are. 45 minutes now left in this game to decide the destiny and the fate of these two sides. One of them will be going to Manchester, and one of them will be going home. Potentially the away side at this point will be making the 40-mile trip back home with nothing except hopefully a bit of pride on their behalf. And at the moment, Ali, I think Swindon have shown good character.
They have, yeah, they have. At times, like we said, when they've got in and around the box, they've had a little bit of creativity. Whether they change shape, bring some impact players off the bench, we'll wait and see. But if we can do the same again, we'll take any result tonight as long as we get the win.
Bristol City looking to get on the front foot early on. Just to reiterate as well, but Swindon probably had more success in the FA Youth Cup in recent years. Made it to the semi-final on 2 occasions in the last 20 years or so. First in 2004, the last time in 2007. They lost to Newcastle. But City will be looking to dampen those dreams quickly. It's now with James. That's crossfield ball, once again showing that level-headedness. And the Swindon fans picking up the volume once again. All stadiums should be fitted with a decibel radar, I think, and especially in these sort of crowds as well. You know, like we said, it's not the 20+ thousand, but I imagine that it would be quite high on the sound scale.
Yeah, definitely. You're sure you hear it on the pitch.
Because sometimes, well, when it's an empty stadium, it just echoes around, doesn't it?
No, it does, yeah.
Good opportunity for Swindon, though. Want to find that equaliser as quick as possible. Hubbard. It's a lovely ball. Throw on goal now, that time for Brown. It goes just wide once again, though. Seen that a couple of times from both sides on that right-hand side. But Swindon strike first in the second half.
Yeah, Hubbard looks to make things tick over. He's a creative player. Little no-look pass there.
You mentioned as well, Ali, he was the player that stood out for you in the first half of Swindon.
I think so. I think he causes an effect. He can carry the ball well. He's got a creative edge about him. As you see there, a little slip pass in between. Luckily for us, it gets dragged wide. But yeah, we've just got to keep an eye on him. We've got to get really close to him, stop him playing.
You can imagine as well, some of these players, they see the headlight over the headlights, they see the floodlights, and sometimes they just get caught off guard a little bit. They're looking to get those dream goals, and it just doesn't quite work out.
Yeah, no, you know, I think here our first team talking about you've got to do the basics very well, and you have to do that first before you can do anything else.
Good footwork that time by Meerholz. We haven't mentioned too much here tonight, actually. Hasn't quite been in the game as usual. What's his sort of play style, Ali?
So Jed can he can break play up, obviously, but he can carry the ball well at times, and he can keep the play ticking over quick. So he's got good ball speed, good range of passing. Obviously tonight it's been quite tight in the middle. I think he could take more care, and he probably will this half. But he's a tough midfielder as well. So. He's got all the tools to be a top player.
And he's not played for the senior team, but he's only been involved with them quite a bit this season, hasn't he?
Yeah, no, he's trained with them quite often. He's played 21s. So yeah, his progression's doing really well.
Well, he may be asked to come back and defend now as Swindon bring the ball forward once again. Well defended again, that time by City.
Just a bit more calmer this half, I think we are. We look a bit more assured with the ball, which is good.
Which for you especially, with your role within the club, it's great to see these youngsters play with that kind of, I know I said maturity a lot tonight, but that is what they've shown so far.
Absolutely, absolutely. And football's not always one way. You have to find a way to win. And you have to find, you know, we have a philosophy at the club, but sometimes we have to go off that to get a result.
Nelson. It's a good ball inside towards Yeboah. Evans quickly off his line that time. Such a skipper tonight for Swindon as well. Very cool and collected keeper.
No, he looks assured tonight, to be fair to him.
Well, Yeboah as well, as we were talking about it earlier, he has gone on loan to Bath City. Certainly a place where actually a lot of the players tend to go, a lot of young players. It seems to be a good feeder club.
Yeah, definitely. You know, we're really fortunate Jerry takes our young players, and we know they've got good care there. They look after them, they develop them well for us. Not too far for us to be able to keep an eye on them as well, so they can still train with us, they can do their gym program with us, and then go and play at Bath. And you know, they've got some good players at Bath as well, so it only benefits our players to go there. And history says it. We've had Max O'Leary's been there, we've had Joe Bryan's been there. I can't remember if Bobby Reid actually went there, so we've had a lot of players that have gone there.
I think most recent would be Tommy Conway.
Tommy Conway, yeah, there you go. So they've gone there and developed, which is great, and those little development steps are huge for us, and we're thankful to the local clubs that do take our players on loan.
Once again, Swindon just trying to keep the ball away this time. It feels like they're really trying to clear it every time the wingers get on the ball. You can see that, but we obviously know that the City wingers are a threat, but you can now see that the Swindon players are certainly getting a bit fearful of them.
Yeah, no, exactly. It's the relentless pressure they put you under.
Phillips as well, who's been a very bright spark here tonight. Very good with his feet. It feels like the ball is a bit of a magnet to his boots.
Definitely, Billy can manipulate the ball inside the box. He's a decent finisher, to be fair to him. I'm sure he can definitely improve on it, but yeah, he can manoeuvre the ball really well. He can have a good wriggle.
Charlie make the throw. Well defended, that time by Taylor once again. It's booted up. There'll be another throw for City. Once again in that midfield, just a little bit cagey. That's what it's about, isn't it, Ali? You've got to win those 50-50 slobber knocker of a battle, really, in the midfield.
Definitely. You have to win as a team, but as a unit, you have to win, and then you have to win your individual battles who you're up against. So, yeah, it's huge.
Here comes James again. Who is a good thing he's got the headband in tonight, because I have to keep the wind from getting the hair in his eyes.
I'm sure we can work on getting rid of that, no problem.
Give him the alley special. Brilliant footwork that time by Keys. Brings it inside now. Couldn't quite find Amin. He goes back to the keeper, Evans. And Amin will chase on to this one. Well defended by James, and Amin, he does put his foot up there. Did have to spoil it slightly.
Yeah, I think the referee missed the foul there for us.
You imagine these games, sometimes referees just let the game go on if there's been no injury.
yeah, and we forget that the referees are still developing as well at this level at times. So, you know, it's a tough gig. I try and do it in our 11v11s, and I get whinged at, shouted at.
I was just going to ask if you've actually given it a go.
I have. I think I'm very good, but the boys say different, and the staff as well. But no, it is a tough job, and we appreciate it.
And there's a conversation to be had as well about former football players going into refereeing roles, isn't there?
Definitely, yeah. No, I think there's a place for it. It really is. And like you said, they can't get every decision right, but yeah, I think they understand the game as well, which is good. So there is definitely a place for it.
Keys very much playing in the left-back role position for a second there. Mentioned he scored the second against Luton in the FA Youth Cup. Now Anderson will find a crossfield ball, trying to look up for Nelson. You can definitely see the high IQ of some of these players. These are the players of the future. Could see some of them on our screens in the Premier League one day.
Yeah, hopefully playing on our first team.
Down the left-hand side, good run here by Morrison, who's holed up really well and does win another corner. And that's exactly what Morrison can do for City.
Yeah, no, good. Just gaining territory, getting down the side, getting the corner. You see, he's a real powerful runner.
As mentioned, did score the 2 goals against Burnley in the last round, about 3-0 victory.
Yeah, that's great. He's just been selected to go to an England training camp as well, so that's really good.
It's going to be Nelson to come over and take this corner. My left-hand side, who's just scored against Stoke in the 3rd round, and it comes on. It's a deep one, just in the box. Just a massive body of players there to clear it away. Unfortunately not able to be kept in that time as Hewlett tries to find it to the right-hand side. There will be a throw in for Swindon. Well, Hewlett as well, he's scored 2 goals so far in the Youth Cup.
Yeah, Cal's been in really good form, so he's playing really well. Really good midfielder. Again, he can move the ball, reads the game really well, you know, understands where he needs to be at the right time. I think he could be better than his dad, possibly.
Brave words. Down the right-hand side, as the Swindon fans trying to get behind their team, rallying them, hoping to find an equaliser. Once again, the profanity's coming out. I do apologise if you can hear any of it. It's a strong challenge. I think it might have just been a slight footloose moment there. And an opportunity for Amin on the ball. Great defending that time by Campbell Slowey. And he finds the clearance up to Phillips. He's not quite able to keep it in. Well defended by Campbell Slowey on that occasion, though.
Yeah, Josh at times reminds me of Lloyd Kelly at times, the way he glides across the pitch.
Hubbard once again. It wasn't Hubbard, in fact, it was actually McGregor this time getting involved. Mentioned he's played a full 90 for the senior team this season. And Swindon right in front of us, of course, but they are incredibly loud tonight. There's actually police in the stands as well, so that's an interesting one. I'm sure there's no trouble here. A lot of passion on display from both players and fans. And Nelson, who takes it in his stride really well, uses his strength that time. Well defended once again by Stewart. Actually joined, he's a local lad, actually joined at the under-14s level, playing for his childhood club.
Okay.
Most of the players you want playing for you, aren't they, Ali?
Yeah, definitely. I think that, you know, they do give you an edge. They understand what the supporters are like, what the club's like. You know, it means something to them for the city as well. So, yeah, no, it's important that we do have our homegrown players, and you know, everything that's done at this club is around that at times, and you know, we're really appreciative of the ownership as well, and the board, and you know, Brian Tinney and the part he plays with bringing these young players through.
Well, a good opportunity for Swindon to break away to find that equaliser through Brown. Well defended once again by Campbell Slowey.
There he goes.
Who didn't look too slowy on that occasion, to be fair. Did really well. It does give away the free kick, but well defended.
Probably could have moved the ball, but maybe he's just showing a little bit of his, you know, quality there as well.
He's played every single minute of this competition so far as well, alongside others. Be hoping to get another 90 after this one as well, potentially up in Manchester, where the winners of this game will play Manchester City, the Citizens, in the semi-final. City only won the FA Youth Cup a couple of years back. And here we go once again with Hubbard. Tries to thread in through. That time it would have been Alston. Now City, plenty of space ahead of them. With Phillips, may just try and unleash a shot with a weak foot. Instead it goes to Yeboah. Oh. It's offside. He'll take a shot. Well saved anyway, but nonetheless it is offside there. But a well-worked ball. And the keeper did incredibly well, but unfortunately He has gone down in the box.
Yeah, no, it's a really good save, to be fair. But Cal Hewlett found a fantastic little pocket of space for us. And that's where his reading the game's excellent. Then a little slip ball in. Ephraim with a little bit of skill. You know, it's a super save, to be fair to him. Hope he's okay.
Looked like he may have just tweaked his knee as he slid in there, his left knee. I'm moving percentages right now. I'm not quite sure it is his right knee.
It's ankle by the looks of it.
And this could be a massive blow for the visitors. A keeper who they certainly will not want to miss, let alone just this game before the rest of the season. Well, it'll be a quick drinks break. And Ali, it's all good for City at the moment.
Yeah, no, it was all positive. Probably need to create another chance, or can we score again? Just make it a little bit more of a calmer evening. But you know, we just have to weather the storm that they're going to throw at us at times, Swindon, and you know, keep playing the right way, and I'm sure we'll get the result.
If you were down there on the touchline right now, what would you be saying to the lads?
You'd just be reinforcing the messages that you said at half-time before the game. There's nothing worse than going off script all of a sudden and telling everyone something totally different. So Mickey and Trevor really experienced, really good coaches, and it'll be exactly what they told them at half-time. Trust the process, stick to the game plan. Obviously they'll highlight certain players. We'll have team up in the stand saying, this player's over-covering, this player's not tracking his runner, and we'll go and exploit those spaces that they leave, or exploit those players that if we can.
And at the moment, it looks like they've pretty much stuck to the game plan because it's worked so far.
Yeah, it has. It has.
As Redmond Evans back on his feet now, to a round of applause from all the fans here.
This would be a test for him if he's got to take this kick.
Yeah, especially if it was his ankle, as you mentioned. Still walking rather gingerly on it as well. Here comes the free kick. Just watching Hubbard on this left-hand side, and he's going to take a shot. Probably a smart idea there.
Yeah, and they played it back to him.
Not so smart
there
idea.
You go.
Well, he's kicked it long and he's still on his feet, so that's good news for Redmond Evans and the rest of Swindon Town there. Well, 16 minutes gone past the hour mark now. 1-0 to Bristol City against Swindon Town. FA Youth Cup quarter-final, a chance at the final four. If Swindon do somehow find an equaliser, this game will go to extra time. That time was with the left foot, rather wayward, but Swindon do really well to bring it away down the left-hand side now with Chard. And from my angle, it actually looked like he may have kept it in there, actually, but it will be a throw-in to City.
It's gone throw-in or free kick? Yeah, throw-in.
Not quite sure if that completely went over the line, to be honest.
No.
But nonetheless, Taylor has to keep this ball away from Amin. And when you consider the stats that Amin has put in this season with Youth Cup, he's certainly not been utilised very much for Swindon.
No, he's been kept quiet tonight by the two centre-backs, so it's pleasing. But, you know, top players, they only need a yard or a second to get a goal, so we just got to make sure we're really tight.
I imagine these games are not just good for senior leadership as well. We're looking to bring some young players into the senior teams, but I can imagine also for yourself and other staff members, it's also a good opportunity to watch players from other teams at Swindon now might find a way through to an equaliser. And the goalkeeper does incredibly well there, Duncan, to hold on to it. And there's appeals for a penalty, but it was definitely Duncan who got there first and held on to the ball well.
Yeah, no, it was a good decision by Joe there, to be fair to him. It was a teasing ball. Had a little bit of back check on it as well going through. Joe decides to come, and I think he just gets a touch on it first, and obviously the contact makes him spill it, but Josh has just got to be a bit careful there. There's a runner coming across. Yeah, he's got there first. Good goalkeeping. Really
good goalkeeping as he takes out Stewart on that occasion.
Yeah.
And I think Stewart just went down on his front side. He's holding on to his right shoulder from the looks of it.
Yeah, just a bit of contact, but it was all fair.
Obviously, upper body injury is something that we take a lot more seriously in football nowadays.
Yeah, definitely.
Because even just a slight nudge on the shoulder can cause a collarbone fracture, dislocation, if you land awkwardly. It may potentially be what the physio is looking out for right now. But as we were just mentioning, Ali, yeah, there's a little bit of cramp there as well on the pitch, which is to be expected in this kind of game.
Yeah, of course. No, you're going to get it, especially with some of these the boys, the output they produce in the games. So their high speed, running, their meters per minute, all of that stuff that we look at. You know, you are gonna get cramped, and it's getting, like I said earlier, it's the anxiety, it's the occasion as well.
At the moment, it doesn't feel like the anxiety, as you mentioned, has quite hit the City players.
No, I don't think so. No, I think they're calm, they're composed. They've been here before.
Well, you mentioned a few things about what the youngsters have got coming up. Do you want to talk us through the upcoming schedule for the next couple of weeks?
Yeah, sure. So the 21s are off to Colchester tomorrow night. They play there. And then the 21s again, obviously with the first team, we've got a game Sunday here at Ashton Gate, which would be great to see. Swansea at home. Hopefully we can get a result there. And then we're off to Ipswich on Tuesday. So, and then the 18s are back in league football the following Saturday. So, yeah, and if they get through tonight, and I think the next game's got to be played within the next month. So we'll be looking to speak to Man City if we get through.
Well, here comes Phillips from range, just over the bar that time. Brought it back onto his left foot. Looked like he was going to strike first one with a right one. Hunt went in with the challenge. Phillips not quite able to nestle into the top corner on that occasion to get his second of the night. But we are going to see a substitution in a few moments' time for Swindon. It's going to be made now. As Botan Amin is coming off here. And as mentioned before, it hasn't quite been used yet tonight, although, as you mentioned, Ali, I think that's a credit to the defence.
Yeah, definitely kept them quiet for the game, which is good. No real chances from memory.
And it will be Miles Abodo who's been brought onto the field here.
So now we've got to readjust, reorganise, see what Miles offers to Swindon as well.
So a straight swap, striker for striker. Abodo trying to go up quickly there to get involved. He's just chested it down. And I imagine that will be the advice given to these youngsters who come off the bench. Get on there and put all your heart into it.
Definitely, yeah.
Here is Abodo now, not able to use the ball to his advantage. Now on the left-hand side, Mearholes. Morrison sends it in. It's a good-looking cross up towards Yeboah. A few players in the box trying to clear it away for Swindon. Finally get it away. That's a lovely Trivela ball to find the path of Abodo on the left-hand side. Tries to bring it in. Campbell Slow does well to defend and puts it out for a corner. The Swindon looking a bit more dangerous there on the left-hand side.
Yeah, definitely. It just shows you Elijah's put a great cross in the Swindon box and the counter-attack's happening.
Swindon fans in full voice here once again. You imagine it might be a bit of an evasion if they're able to find that equaliser as well. Really good defending from Campbell Slow once again. Just picks the tackle at the right moment. Right, it's Hubbard and Chard waiting to take this one. One off the training ground, Hubbard. It's a good looking ball into the back post and it almost lands to Abodo.
Great save again.
Two brilliant saves there by Duncan. Abodo not able to turn it in that time, and neither was Hunt either.
Yeah, double save there, Joe Duncan, fantastic.
Well, both the centre-backs linking up. Hart with the initial header to put it back across goal. Abodo not quite latching onto it, and then Hunt from just 5 yards out, not able to find the back of the net and the equaliser. But all Swindon now. Good opportunity for City to break away. Phillips looks up towards Nelson. Well defended by Chard, but out for a throw in that time. And City, you'd certainly expect to have the advantage in the counter-attack here tonight.
Yeah, definitely. Like we said earlier, Swindon have got to come out. So they're going to commit numbers forward. They're going to leave space for us to go and exploit. But there's a warning sign there that the game's still on a knife edge with them. Joe Duncan making those two good saves. can we deal with the first contact better on the ball that came into the box?
Look back on it again. It was actually really well defended that time as well by Taylor. Kept it away from crossing the line. Swindon fans trying to put Duncan off at every opportunity. Hasn't worked so far. But now Swindon on the break. It's an early cross in. Abodo hadn't quite looked up at that moment. And Duncan comes out to collect that time. Another cool-headed goalkeeper in ranks. Campbell Slowey. But straight out of play, and actually looks like a bit of unsurety all of a sudden from Bristol City.
Yeah, no, we just need to regroup, reorganise. Just have make a couple of passes, take this thing out of the game, kill the momentum for Swindon, because at the moment they are looking a bit of a threat.
Anderson finds Nelson. He's going to take a shot from range, saw the keeper off his line, couldn't get any height on the ball.
Yeah, possibly slipping Efran in there, I think.
And now Nelson could latch onto this one. He may just take a shot. It's a heavy touch inside the box. He's brought down. Nothing given though. And Hewlett is straight onto it. Sends a cross in up towards Morrison, who puts it just wide. He headed it down across goal. Just got the timing wrong.
Yeah, it's a great ball by Cal Hewlett there. Just reads it really well. Jumps in. Lovely cross. Yeah.
It actually looked like Morrison was trying to give it back to Yeboah there.
Yeah, no, I think he's trying to score, but just got it a little bit wrong, as we can see. But yeah, good chance.
Well, Hewlett did exactly what you'd want from your skipper as well. At this level, how are captains picked with the youth teams?
Yeah, they're picked on character, personality, you know, how they are, behaviours. We look at, you know, sometimes we'll try every player throughout the academy. They'll all have a go at being captains. And it's really interesting what you see. Sometimes it's the quiet ones that surprise you, and they show real leadership qualities. So for us, it's something we think about deeply as well.
Is that a requirement for every player to give it a go?
Yeah, some don't want to do it, to be honest with you. But no, we do look at, especially in the younger groups, yeah, we do look at the leadership qualities of people on the pitch, and it's good to expose them all to for a taste of it, definitely.
Nelson once again grown into the game the last few moments or so. It's a lovely ball out wide to Morrison, who's not quite able to hold on to him. It will be a goal kick. Starting to utilise the wingers a bit more now. There will be another substitution for the visitors, Swindon. It's going to be George Olsen who's making way here. And it's going to be Logan Coles, who actually started in the last FA Youth Cup game for Swindon. Now coming on here as well. Not an overly surprising substitution. Doesn't feel like Olsen's been in the game too much, Ali.
Yeah, no. It's that time of the game now where managers are trying to just get an effect on the team.
Good defending that time by Billy Phillips. Swindon trying to break through that red barrier at the moment, trying to find that equaliser now of Abodo. Here comes Coles, first time on the ball now. Two players around him, brings it inside, it is brought down there. Referee waves it away, and Ali, you're shaking your head at that one too.
No, I thought he'd done really well to skip past, and then he's gone down. I don't think he needed to go down, to be honest with you, but yeah.
Plenty of confidence on show from Logan Coles there, happily taking on the defenders. Sometimes that's the perks of coming on late as well, but the players they're not quite sure what you're going to do with the ball.
Yeah, no, exactly. You've got to work the opposition player out really quickly if he's just come on the pitch. And here we go. I don't know if I got it right or wrong. Let's have a look.
50-50, probably a soft decision had he given it though.
I'd be disappointed if it was given.
Good trickery from Logan Coles with his feet. Another low sock wearing player as well. Seeing more and more of those nowadays. Ewan Clark was the same, wasn't he?
Yeah, no, he was Clarky, yeah. He's always trying to wriggle out of wearing his shin pads at times, promising me he had them in, but yeah. No, Ewan liked it, and he's doing well at Bath, which is great to see.
He's slowly becoming a Bath City legend in his debut season.
Brilliant.
And now City have the ball in a dangerous position, able to hold that ball. We always say offense is the best defense. And Bristol City have got plenty of offense at their disposal. Just over a quarter of an hour left in this FA Youth Cup quarter-final. Bristol City 1, Swindon Town 0. James towards Yeboah. Booted away that time. They go for another City throw. You can definitely see a second goal killing this game off, can't you, Ali?
Yeah, definitely. And I think we'll get another opportunity. Just can we take it?
It's at this point of the game where players have to not get complacent as well.
That's it. Concentration levels need to stay really high now. Have a clear thought process of what you're doing.
Logan clears it for a good header by Morrison as well, trying to find the path of Yeboah. Yeboah, another player on loan at Bath City this season for the rest of it. Scored in his debut against Braintree. Very confident goal, actually. He actually took it around the keeper and he was celebrating before he put it into the back of the net. So if that tells you something about him. Sometimes it's good to see young players with that sort of confidence, though, isn't it?
Yeah, no, you need to have the confidence. There's a fine line between confidence and arrogance. So you got to maybe you can control it and understand what it is as well. So yeah, you need confidence because it's a tough old industry.
Anderson took a bit of a late tackle there, still on his feet, fortunately. We'd slice that one. Campbell Slow has to watch out there. Really good feed from Swindon, and the player was brought down that time. It's actually going to be a booking for the Swindon player for simulation. Jackson Brown on that occasion. I couldn't quite tell from my angle. I'm not quite sure if you saw it differently, Ali.
I don't know if there's a foul in the build-up to it there, maybe. See it on Jed.
Well, it doesn't look like there's much contact, if any at all.
He might have caught Jed. Jed goes down, but I don't think there's any contact there.
Wow. You see that Brown was definitely playing for the penalty on that one, I think.
No.
Well, that's the first booking I think we've seen tonight, and it goes for Jackson Brown. Nelson can latch onto that loose ball, does really well, gives it a few touches as well. Brilliant run by Mearholz as well, gets it in for Yeboah. And now Swindon trying to break away. Strong challenge from Anderson though to shut down the counter-attack, and it came off Brown last, and it will be a throw-in.
It's a real good ball by Jed, across the 6-yard box. You're hoping, you know, good strikers in there, on the move to finish it.
Some strong players on the bench as well for City tonight, likes of Henry Kazvosvi, midfielder. He actually scored for the Wales under-17s last month in a friendly against Bosnia.
Yeah, Henry's in under-16s come up, done really well. Jake and the coaching team in the 16s done really well with him. But he's a talented player. Hopefully he gets some minutes tonight because he can unlock teams.
He's one of the younger players in the squad as well. Duncan has to come off his line quickly.
Yeah, we had to get permission to get Henry out of school today for a little bit. So.
What's his background as with the surname Kazvosvi?
I do not know.
Ball was played crossfield to James. It's a good header to find Yeboah. Nelson can't quite bring it down. Now Phillips with his right foot that time, straight to the goalkeeper though. On target, another shot. And Phillips has always been the danger man for City tonight.
No, he has, yeah. He's like I said to you earlier, he can wriggle up, he can go both ways, close control. Pleasing he's getting his shots off as well tonight.
you find with sometimes with players like that at this level as well, we're noticing with Hubbard for Swindon is sometimes they're actually a bit too fast for the rest of the players sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes they're thinking of other things as well, and it's difficult to be on the same wavelength. But yeah, the majority of them are all up to speed really. But
well, it certainly felt like City had been completely in sync tonight. It's all gone well, but still just for 1 goal lead. And now Yeboah will try and run onto this one. Well defended. Well, initially well defended, but Yeboah actually dispossessed Hunt that time. Brought inside for Phillips. Now good opportunity from range, and it goes just wide. And it was Elijah Morrison with a stronger left foot, trying to nestle it into the top corner. It was a dipping ball, the keeper stretched out. Yeboah does incredibly well here.
yeah, that's what Efron does well. Real pressure regains. Billy here just come off his other foot. And good back up there. Elijah's hit one, just narrowly wide. Get a view how close it was. It's not bad.
Yeah, he decided to go for the placement on that occasion, rather than put the laces through it. Probably the right decision as well, as there's been a substitution for Swindon. Connor Britchford-Stanley now enters the fray. Now good opportunity for Swindon to break down that right-hand side. Well defended once again. And we're seeing Swindon do that a lot. They're trying to send these low drilled crosses in from the wings.
Yeah, cutbacks.
Now City very confident to pass it on the back line, but could break away once again with Meerholz. Could be a 4-on-5 opportunity. Meerholz takes it past one, and that will be a free kick. Another opportunity where Phillips looking to take it quickly.
It just shows Jed there picking it up, reading the game, lovely position, driving towards the opposition, and draws a foul.
And it will be Nelson to take this one. It's about awkward angle as well. It's just slightly off centre.
Yeah.
Makes the right decision by going out to Morrison. Left footed cross. Up towards the head of 2 players, both James and Campbell Slowey. Going up for that one, it will be a free kick for Swindon. Well, under 10 minutes remaining. It's going to be a substitution for Bristol City now. It's going to be Raekwon Nelson making way. And Charlie Filer is going to come on. I imagine it would just be a straight swap, Ali.
Yeah, no, it will be, yeah. Charlie is an exciting young player, just returned recently from injury as well. So it's good to see him out here playing again.
Well, one header by Coles. And it will be a throw into Swindon as the fans getting behind their players once again. Plenty of Swindon fans right in front of us as well. Morrison has acres of space ahead of him, but not quite able to keep it in. McGregor to take this one. Demont goes past one. That's onto Abodo, who could put it across goal, and it's just hit the side netting. Good save by Duncan. Wow. Outstretches his left leg, and well, that should have been 1-1.
Brilliant save by Joe. I actually thought he hit the side net and just switched off there, got caught square, little slip pass. He's been a threat since he's come on, to be fair to him. It's a really good save. Really good save. Stood up.
Well, the wind has picked up here at Ashton Gate for the last remaining minutes. It's a low corner, easily cleared away, and Phillips could break away down the left-hand side. and he's not able to keep it in. That time it will be a throw-in. It would have been a 3-on-3 opportunity. And this is where it gets very intense, doesn't it, Ali? Last few minutes, just over 5 minutes remaining of the 90.
Yeah, real concentration levels now. Communication, concentration throughout. And there's managing that game, just slowing it down at the right time.
Also, sometimes when you're ahead, it's much easier to get that second wind, isn't it, as well?
Yeah, definitely. Just can you control what we need to do? Stay on the ball at the right time, play into areas at the right time.
Yeboah will run onto that one. He's quick, but not quite that quick, unfortunately.
Yeah, they've done a decent job with him. I think their Swindon's back line tonight have dealt with him quite well. Very tight to him, giving him no space.
One of those players with a lot of hype around him as well. As they try and chase onto this one. He may latch onto it. Well defended, though. That's a high and long goal kick. Could cause a few issues. And it may do as Hubbard. Falls to Bodo. Could take the shot. And it deflects. It ricochets off of a City player. And it's going to be another corner for Swindon. And, well, after that opportunity a few moments ago from Bodo, I think it's lifted the spirits.
Yeah. Again, long ball over the top, didn't quite work off feet, adjust correctly for the header.
Well, Swindon taking their time to take this corner. Campbell Slow just getting caught.
I think Tane Anderson gets back to put the block on.
Corner taken quickly. Cross sent in, it's a good looking cross towards the back post. Yeboah will try and bring it away, and he does win the free kick in the process, and that will relieve some of the pressure. Well, 5 minutes remaining. FA Youth Cup quarter-final. Bristol City 1, Swindon Town 0. And considering it's Cat 2 versus Cat 3, it's been a very close encounter.
Yeah, no, it is. I think cup games can be tight at times, so all that matters is getting the result and getting through to the next round, really. But no, Swindon, credit to them, they've really turned the screw in the last 10 minutes, and the substitutions have made a difference for them.
Well, a bit of tennis with the headers at the moment in the middle of the park, still in the air. Bodo finally brings it down. Hubbard, once again using those tricky feet to get past a few City players. Suddenly Swindon well on the front foot. So now with Coles, good threaded ball up towards Brown. Well defended by Anderson again.
Done really well to narrow up their team.
Swindon still back in possession. And it's all hands on deck now for the last few minutes. As Meerholz just gone to the ground. Slight bit of cramp, which is once again unsurprising in these circumstances. Happy to kill off a few more seconds as well. Well, over 3 minutes remaining in that moment. City certainly in control, with Swindon growing back into this game. Be hoping to get on with everything a lot quicker. Send their fans back happy. Can they take it to extra time and reach the semi-finals for first time since 2007? Chard, good looking cross. Made away now on the right hand side. Ball is sent in, it'll be another corner. Anderson looked slightly frustrated with himself as well. They hit the ground after.
I thought he did all right, to be fair, defending it.
Well, Hubbard comes over to take quickly. He's going to leave it for Chard. It's going to be an in-swing and left foot to cross. And with this win, Duncan has to be very careful.
Yeah, they've taken a couple of short ones recently, so we'll see if they do the same again.
There's one City player ahead of the box in Phillips. And it comes then up towards Duncan.
Great punch.
Doesn't punch it away, and now Phillips trying to latch onto that one. And it does go down, nothing given though.
Yeah, good goalkeeping again by Joe Duncan. He's performed really well tonight. Dealt with that in-swinging ball coming right underneath the bar.
Swindon really pushing for this equaliser. Still 1-0. Bodo can't quite win the header. Cleared away by Campbell Slowey. And need to get that right, although now it's latched on. And that could be a free kick. No, it's going to be advantage played. Right-hand side with Filer. Using a left foot to get it back across. Now some mere holes, may just take a shot. Morrison. To the byline, sends a cross, but it's high. Evades everyone. And a slice clearance away, which will actually relieve the pressure for City. Another good looking counter attack. First thing we've seen a Filer tonight as well.
Yeah, no, he done really well there. Jinxie player.
And the touchline very erratic at the moment, going into these final few moments. Filer does really well, using the left foot to find Morrison. It's a pinpointed ball to him, to his feet, and Morrison's brought down there. Swindon fans not happy with that decision. About 30 yards out or so. He's holding on to his left foot. He may have just caught some late studs there. Thoughts, Ali?
I'm glad it's for us.
It will be Anderson to take this free kick, and wouldn't be surprised if he goes for the goal again.
Yeah, no, we just got to see how long he's going to put up. Is he going to put it up before the free kick? Is that 6?
6 minutes added on here. Miss FA Youth Cup quarter-final. Anderson takes the free kick. Is offside that time against Taylor. And Swindon have just now under 6 minutes to find an equaliser. Bristol City have just under 6 minutes to hold on to this lead. One of these sides will be going through to the semi-final with a trip to face Manchester City. Straight away, Swindon with a wasted ball. I think the wind may have caught that one slightly. And Duncan will probably look to do the same, send it long. There's offside against Phillips.
Yeah.
Just a bit too far ahead. And Phillips has stayed down here.
Just need to manage the game now.
Well, Phillips, who's been in all the 50-50s, all the battles today. I'm sure he may have a few bumps and bruises after this one. But these are the games where you leave it all on the line. Handler away. Slick passing from Swindon. Good opportunity to break away on that right-hand side. Brown does well. It's a good-looking cross in, but Duncan's off his line to collect it before Bodo was there at the far post.
No, good play by Swindon there. Little passes, decent ball in. Joe does well again.
Very safe hands from Duncan. He's been very safe all night, in fact.
Yeah, no, he's made some big saves at the right time. Good distribution. It was a really good save. Positioning was excellent there. I think Dean Gherkin will be happy. All the work he's done with the goalkeepers, he'll be pleased with Joe tonight.
Phillips trying to latch onto that ball. There's once again offside from Phillips. Not quite watching the line now.
Yeah.
He's clearly hoping to get ahead of those defenders.
Yeah.
Trying to take the ball to the corner potentially. Just under 4 minutes left. Slightly rushed clearance. Long ball downfield, headed away. Phillips running onto that one. It will be a free kick. I think it may have been from Yeboah pulling back Hubbard that time. Hubbard sending all of his players forward, and I think even the goalkeeper's fancying it. In fact, he's just going to take the free kick.
Yeah.
Well, this could go one of two ways. Here comes The free kick now from Evans. Into the box. Headed away. Push back in. Ball still up in the air in a dangerous position. Abodo can bring it down. It's a strike just from the edge of the box. From Stewart, goes just over the bar. And a great opportunity for Swindon to find that equaliser as Bristol City are about to make another substitution.
Yeah, we've just got to clear. Quality clearances a little bit better there.
It's Brandon Back who's going to replace the goal scorer of today, Billy Phillips. And Brandon Back, he actually scored the only goal in one of the FA Youth Cup games earlier this season, which sent City through.
Yeah, good shift by Billy. Obviously scoring the goal is massive, but he's played well tonight, Billy. Obviously Backy coming on, he'll affect it now, he'll help things on, you can play into him, you can hold it up.
Yeah, scored the winner against Charlton in the 4th round. Anderson wins the header. They have to win it the 2nd time as well. A bit of miscommunication there as well from himself with Morrison now on the left-hand side.
Oh, possibly.
And Yeboah was brought down, but Morrison does win a corner. Few appeals for a penalty. Just over a minute remaining, still 1-0 to the hosts. Can't quite tell from that angle. Yeboah does go down though. You imagine that City will just try and hold this one in the corner.
Yeah, definitely keep it in there.
There's Back. First thing he'll be doing here tonight, just holding it for as long as he can. As unfortunately not able to win a corner that time, will be a goal kick. Half a minute remaining for Swindon to try and find an equaliser. Long ball downfield, up to Abodo. Well won header. Yeboah clears it upfield for Back to run onto. It's well defended by Hart once again, who's actually been a very solid presence in the back line for Swindon tonight. Another long ball, it's high. Now on the right-hand side of Coles. Finds McGregor. And coming into the box, should be a free kick, and it will be. And this will be the last chance of the game as Morrison stays on the ground. Well, this will be a very dangerous position for Swindon to try and find that equaliser. Morrison trying to kill off a few moments as well, trying to settle down anything. And Redmond Evans, who's been rather decent tonight and has been fantastic in this entire competition, is also in the box. Well, this is it now, isn't it, Ali?
This is it. You've got to do your job, concentrate, body on the line. You see this out, you win the game.
Final chance. Ball goes in. Up towards the goalkeeper. It's still in the box. Bit of a scramble. Now it is with Evans. The goalkeeper looked to take a shot. Now goes up to Stewart. And now it can be cleared away. And there goes the full-time whistle as the Swindon players collapse to the ground. Absolute heartache for the visitors, but absolute elation for the hosts as the Robins in red defeat the Robins in blue after a late first half strike from Billy Phillips into the top corner as the only goal that sends Bristol City all the way to Manchester City. Ali, how are you feeling right now?
No, brilliant. Huge credit to the boys out there, all the staff that have been working with these players as well. It's a fantastic result. And you know, best wishes to Swindon. They were a hard team to play against tonight, but please we're into the next round. Can we go another step further?
It felt like it was a complete team performance, but if you had to pick a man of the match, who would it be for you?
It's difficult. I think Billy with the goal, obviously. I thought Joe Duncan made some super saves, but it's a huge team effort today to get this result over the line. But I thought they probably were the two standouts for me tonight.
And like you say, what a great occasion as well for them to be able to go up to Manchester City, play one of the top youth teams in the country. That's such a momentous occasion for these players.
No, it's brilliant, and it's deserved. They've got this far in, and you want to play those clubs. You want to test yourself probably against the best, one of the best academies in the country, or the Europe, or the world. So it's going to be a great challenge for the club. But I'm ever so pleased we get the opportunity to go that, and we're going to go and have a right good go.
And finally, a huge credit to the fans as well, especially the Swindon fans who've been in front of us singing for pretty much the entire game. Great credit to them.
No, credit to Swindon, like I said, and it's a credit to their supporters who come and now they're supporting their players and looking after them on the back of a defeat, which is great to see. Best wishes to them, but it's about us tonight, enjoying the victory and then, you know, focusing on the next game.
Well, the Final Four is now set in the FA Youth Cup. The semi-finals will include Leeds versus Millwall and now Manchester City versus Bristol City. I've been Alex Kiltgett. Ali Hines, thank you very much. Have a pleasant evening. Full time here at Ashton Gate. Bristol City 1, Swindon Town 0.